Alright, so in this clip what we have is a key logging activity. What happens is I'm trying to go into the URL box, and essentially as I type, there's this massive delay as I type. And what happens is it always happens whenever I'm not videoing, and then whenever I turn the video camera on and I start videotaping it, it goes away. So it's in real time. They're like watching through the camera and of the laptop and looking at what I'm doing, and then whenever I go to start videotaping it, all of a sudden it goes away and disappears, and the typing returns back to normal essentially. When I'm not around the camera and I'm trying to start getting things done like projects, schoolwork, or documentation, etc., surfing the internet, then that's when it starts acting up. All of my stuff has appropriate updates and everything is up to speed. So this is one of those things that's been going on for over a decade, and whatever I find interesting is often reflected back at me through society as I'm running errands. If I look at cars, then a bunch of convoys of those particular models of cars or types of vehicles will start to inundate or frequent my area and be in my line of sight, etc. So coming up here at the URL box, you'll see me start to type, and you'll notice how delayed it is. My fingers continue to keep typing, but then there's only a few letters coming up one at a time. Okay, so basically I'm walking inside this U.S. Post Office right here in downtown Birmingham, and I'm going to send off some of my returned items from a fishing company, and they're all walking around with black on, and they're using this ambient abuse of black clothing to be in my proximity everywhere I go. And when I get to the line, there's a bunch of people wearing black in front of me, and when I turn around behind me, you'll see in line that there's no one wearing black. It's also important to know that the main reason why I'm here is because I'm actually returning the wrong size springs, but I'm actually also going to UPS because I was sent the incorrect weights. I asked for 3/4, a pack of 10, and the Amazon seller twice after returning and making it understood that I, for the second time, received the wrong account of weights. I had to go to UPS and they gave me 2 packs, and then what they did was they sent me 2 packs from 2 different distributors in the United States, meaning they were being shipped to 2 different locations, and they tried to confuse me on where those 2 packages were supposed to go to. There was no information on which shipping address it was supposed to go to, so I had to stand in the office there of UPS, which is not on this video, and decipher whether or not it's going to the right place. And both of them, for 2 times in a row, sent me the wrong things. So this is why I'm out and about today, but this is the actual account of only the USPS.
I think I've tried to help you before. Something's don't go fast. It's when you work with you. I'm not need a $500 money order, but it's just a regular debit card. So, when we come together and send money to something, things get all crazy with y'all. Okay. Ma'am, how are you today? I'm doing good. Do you have any of the additional balance? How do they come in a book?
Yeah, you can buy them in books. Right.
Let me get a book of those as well, and then, do they come in a book of 10?
20.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep, those and 5 cents.
5%. A book of 5.
Please.
This has some mention liquid fragrance pills or potential hazardous such as liquid
Yeah. That's,
So $19. walk outside the door and there's a slot for it. Okay. You already had a postage on it? Would you like a receipt? Okay. You tracking them. Have a great day. Tracking them. Okay. You have any recent graduate periods or have any exercise that you give them as a curriculum record?
No.
Didn't know what was saying. Okay, ground is $485, 2 days, and priority mail.
Ground's fine.
Ground is fine. It does come with tracking and $100 worth of merchandise insurance. You need to want to sign for it or need to up the insurance.
No.
Okay. You should get there on Thursday, okay?
Okay.
Verify that everything on the screen is correct. Total is $684.
You trust him?
Printer receipt is okay?
Yeah.
Track, Thursday, so at the bottom. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good one.
Clicking over here. I need a $361 money order.
Okay, you need a stamp or stamp?
I do need a stamp. No, envelope.
Okay, that's on the stamp.
Yes, ma'am.
And $361,
Yes, ma'am.
total is $363. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. So let's see. I am reading the stamp, 363.66.
Okay.
When you get the change out, you should team with 5.
You know the next customer?
I just need to have it sent off.
What's your screen is
Okay, at this point in time, you're gonna see that I make my purchase and then I leave. As I leave, I'm intercepted by people wearing blue at the entrance of the facility. And then what they do is they have the blue vehicles now parked where I'm at, so that the ambient abuse reveals blue patterns. And this is called briding, from my understanding, a form of psychological abuse. Timing and frequenting and walking on my accord, or in this case also driving on my accord.
That's certainly on your receipt.
All right, thank you.
You have the next customer?
Good afternoon, welcome to the United States Postal Service. How are you? Good, how are you? Right. Great day.
So you can see those guys intercepting me, and then when I walk outside they have the blue vehicles lined up. But you see how they intercepted me before I hit the exit, wearing blue. I'm not worried about it. They're both wrong. So here you're going to see, as I exit, the red vehicles, specifically the red trucks. They've been frequenting me everywhere I go a lot and intercepting me at boat ramps. They'll drive in with red trucks all the time. And this guy is wearing a blue shirt, and you'll see that whenever I turn out of this parking lot, there will be a convoy of blue vehicle and someone wearing some blue shirt. And this is the same deal when the guys intercepted me on the exit of the U.S. Post Office. They intercepted me with the blue shirts at the entrance, walking and stalking me on my accord. And then they waited for me. Here's a guy on the right. And then they had a blue vehicle parked beside me as I exited. Now when I leave, they have this guy timing my exit, and the vehicle in front here in blue truck timing my exit. So here you're going to see me come to the intersection by myself, and there's only going to be one vehicle that comes through this intersection, and it's a red vehicle. So they're using these red SUVs, red trucks, and red cars, and they're using a timing frequency. So they frequent your area. It would be like every 30 to 45 seconds. They make sure that there's a red vehicle passing you or in your line of sight, or a red truck somewhere in your line of sight, somewhere following you, somewhere intercepting you or driving on your accord, somewhere, somehow, in some place. They can figure it out themselves. You have to be responsible for other people's irresponsibilities. So you're living life dealing with people's irresponsibilities. I can't just work. Do you have proof? What did I say? Dude, I'm not dealing with this, man. This is why. Rocks, rocks. Just rocks. Okay, so in this snippet, what you're going to see is me taking out of the lake. And when I take out of the lake, I always put my stuff in one spot. But what they do is they'll use the vehicles as a disturbance, just like all of the stimuli around me. And with people and cars, what they'll do is they'll take the vehicles and they'll start running what I call a noise campaign or a frequency campaign, so that I forget items for the kayak at that location. For example, I might leave rods, or I might leave the drive or the seat or the tackle box, etc. But what they do is they wait for you to get near the guardrail, and then they'll inundate you habitually with a bunch of cars, okay? And they'll drive back and forth and increase the amount of cars driving by. Once you've accomplished the task and you've moved from the area with your belongings, then all of a sudden the cars stop and there's nothing really to do anymore about harassing you. And they've done this a couple times now. I wouldn't say a couple, I'd probably say about every time I get out there and I started doing this. So this is about a half a dozen, but this is just one of the means of documentation that I have, where they increase the frequency of cars passing by to get you disturbed. Because you're on the program, you realize it, you realize that there's vehicles following you and disturbing you. Then what they do is they use this as a form of abuse, as a psychological terrorism.
That's crazy.
Okay, so this is October 11th, and I believe I am, in this case, it is 6:45 in the morning, so I'm heading to go fish, and I'm basically inundated with red cars, black SUVs, and black clothes. There's going to be guys coming in the city in black vehicles crossing me, either walking or on bicycles, and then this black SUVs are always around. There is this girl named Kirsten Mail, and what they do is they'll take social interactions and disturbances and associate them with items. So they deliberately abuse you so that you can associate with their vehicle or with their clothing or with something related. And since I met this girl, Kirsten Mail, who is a narcissist, and that experience elicits this habitual stalking with a black SUV. And these black SUVs intercept me everywhere I go, almost like a "don't you wish you had her" or "I know you're thinking about her" type of deal. And this is how they control your mind, by using abuse coupled with the persistent activity and presence of the item in which it's associated with. This is called anchoring, from my understanding. We're only going to have a mountain bike. I'm not fixing that thing up. The next thing I'm going to have is a nice road bike. So this concludes this particular couple days. This is still ongoing. I'm going to upload October 12th, which takes me to a mountain bike park where I'm stalked and harassed with cars, and then a person on a blue bike that's mocking me and mocking my behavior on the trail because my axle had split and I need repair. So he was there to be in my presence wearing blue and then mock me as I'm trying to navigate fixing the axle before a ride.